Hi everyone and welcome back to Thrifted Living. My name is Kieran. In today's video, I would like to share with you how you can create these fun Christmas decorations using products from Dollar Tree and a Cricut Explore 3 machine. I would like to thank Cricut for sponsoring today's video. I am so excited to be crafting on my Cricut Explore 3 machine today, and I am so excited to also be working with Dollar Tree products to create these really fun Christmas decorations. I love Cricut because it is so easy to use and it makes decorating for different holidays so much fun, and it's so easy. For these projects, I am using a cutting board, mirrors, and picture frames that I found at Dollar Tree. To start my project, I am going to work in the Cricut design space. This is one of my favorite parts of Cricut, is that they have such an amazing design space where you can create any project that you would like to. I love that they have so many pre-designed projects for you to do. For example, this We Whisk You a Merry Christmas design was already created in the design space. I was able to just upload it and then use it and cut it on the machine. So once I know what project I am going to be cutting out, I then load the vinyl into the machine, and I'm actually using a Cricut vinyl holder. This is an attachment that you can add to your machine, and it's so helpful because it keeps the vinyl all in one place, and it also has a really cool feature that you can use the little blue tab that you see there. You can slide it across the vinyl and then it cuts the vinyl for you, which is just so simple and so easy to do. So once I have the vinyl loaded into the machine, I am then able to hit cut on the project, and then I'm able to cut the project very easily. Something that I love about Cricut is that the machines are Bluetooth enabled so that you're able to do everything wirelessly from your phone, and I definitely love that. I love crafting using my phone to create these projects. If you're unfamiliar with what a Cricut is a cutting machine, and you are able to use this machine to create so many different projects using so many different materials. So now that my project is cut out, I'm going to go through and weed the project. Weeding is when you take a weeding tool and you go through and you take off the extra vinyl from the project. I really enjoy this part of the projects because it's when you're able to really see what the project looks like, and it's just very exciting to be able to see the project sort of come to life at that point. I have been working with Cricut products for a little over a year now, and I think that they are so much fun and just so easy to use, and I definitely think they are worth the investment. I know that I have used my Cricut machines in so many different ways. I have used them to create decorations for a birthday party, I've used them to create games for a birthday party, I've used them to create Christmas cards and birthday cards. I've also used them to label different things in my home and also in my classroom. I feel that I have definitely used mine enough to justify the price of the Cricut, because I'm also saving money on not purchasing these projects already created. I'm making them and customizing them on my own. Now that my project has been cut out, I'm going to use transfer tape to take the project and transfer it onto the cutting board. I love using transfer tape because it makes it so much easier to simply transfer the entire project at once to what you want to put the project on. And something I've learned with the transfer tape is that it is actually removable and you're able to really adjust things as you need to, which is super helpful. I'm also using a tool to sort of flatten everything and make sure that the project is attached to the transfer tape. I then go through and, using the transfer tape, peel the project off of the backing of the vinyl, and as you can see, the entire project will be attached to the transfer tape, and then you will be able to remove that from the backing of the vinyl. Another thing that I love about Cricut is that there is such a variety of machines that you can choose from. I love that with Cricut machines, you're able to find a machine that's just right for you. I love the Explore 3 because it works really well with the type of crafting that I like to do, but there are definitely other options of machines that you can find that are able to do different types of projects. So now I am able to attach the project to the cutting board. This project I chose to use the removable smart vinyl, and that way if I wanted to use this cutting board again, I could remove the vinyl from this project and then be able to create another design with this. The other thing that I love about using the smart materials is that you do not need to put the vinyl on the mat. I really love using the smart materials because it is so easy to do. I am so happy with how this project looks. It was so easy to do. I also love that this design was already completed in the design space. All I had to do was choose the design and then make sure that it was the right size to be able to fit on this cutting board, and it just looks so amazing, so much fun, and I cannot wait to display this in the kitchen for the holidays. For this next project, I am using the design space again, and I am going to be creating some words, and I am going to be putting them onto a mirror. One of my favorite fonts in the Cricut design space is called Four Seasons. It's just always one of my favorites to use. I go to the design space, I choose the font that I want, I choose the size that I would like the font to be, and then I am able to then easily go through and follow the prompts that the design space gives me to be able to set up my machine, load the materials, make sure that everything is in the machine that I need, all of the materials that I need to complete the project, and I just simply follow the prompts to be able to cut everything out. As I said earlier, I've been working with Cricut products for over a year, and some of my favorite projects that I've made definitely have to be ones that I made for family members and friends. I really love being able to customize the project that I'm working on. With Cricut products, I have created customized shirts, customized birthday cards, and Christmas cards. I also love to use Cricut products to create labels. I think that is such a fun and easy way to use your Cricut machine. I've actually used Cricut machines to organize the pantry in our kitchen, and I will make sure to link that video above in case you'd like to check it out. I think it's so much fun, and it's also just so fun to see the process of taking a space that might be a little disorganized and using the labels that you can create using a Cricut machine and making the space completely organized again. Once the project has been cut and I have gone through and used a weeding tool to remove the excess vinyl, I am then able to use the transfer tape and apply the project to the item that I'm going to be using for the project. For this project, it's a mirror, and something that I really love about the transfer tape is that you can use it more than once. So for all of the projects that I'm sharing with you today, I only used one sheet of transfer tape, and I definitely love being able to reuse the product as well. So I'm going through and applying the vinyl to the mirrors. As I said earlier, I love to use the font Four Seasons in so many of my different Cricut projects, and I definitely love this project. I think it's so much fun, and I love being able to use the mirrors from Dollar Tree, and I think that it's just so pretty and just such an easy project to do. For this last project, I am going to use the design space, and I'm going to look for Christmas trees. And I was able to find so many different Christmas tree styles in the design space. I chose 3 that are similar in style, and I was able to go through and cut those out very easily. I really love that the design space has some projects that you can see are like similarly styled. I think those trees were probably created in like the same style, and so for this project, I wanted to have trees that looked similar but weren't exactly the same. I am so impressed by the variety of styles that I was able to find on the Cricut design space. When I typed in the words Christmas tree, I was able to find so many different options. And I think that's a great feature for the Cricut design space, is that there are so many options already created. After I removed the excess vinyl, I then went through and used the transfer tape to attach the tree to the frame, to the glass on the frame, and that was something that was really easy to do. I thought that the design of these Christmas trees were perfect to use with the frame that I'm using for this project. I think it's such a fun combination, and I really love the gold accent on the outside of the frame as well. After the vinyl was applied to the frame, I then went through and glued the glass onto the frame. I wanted to make sure that these pieces were very secure because I'm going to use them to create a lantern. So I went through and I put hot glue in the 4 corners of the frame. I then repeated this step for all 4 frames. Then I started assembling the lantern. I added hot glue to the side of one frame and then I attached another frame to the hot glue, and then I repeated that process to connect all 4 frames. The final step to create this lantern is to take a piece of foam board and measure the bottom of the lantern to be able to create a base so that you are able to set things in the lantern. Since the base of this project is made of foam board, I will not be using a real candle. For this project, I am adding a fake candle. This project is such a fun piece of Christmas decor. I think it is just so beautiful. Cannot wait to use this in our home for this Christmas season. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I was able to use my Cricut Explore 3 machine and products from the Dollar Tree to create some really fun Christmas decor. Again, I would like to thank Cricut for sponsoring today's video. In the comments below, let me know what your favorite project was from today's video. If you enjoyed today's video and would like to see more videos just like this, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Please check out my blog at thriftedlivingblog.com. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at thriftedliving. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!